Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We are back at it. We're going to dive into November and December whiskeys to hunt. Yes, November and December top whiskeys to hunt. So I will say I put out a couple other episodes, 2 other installments, and I'll put the link above. So more than likely, if you don't see it on today's episode, don't worry, I will put the links up above. I probably did mention some of the other newer releases that recently came out in those previous episodes. So these are truly November and December top whiskeys to hunt that are coming out either in November and or in December. Cool? All right. But before we dive into it, real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to my newest patron, my good friend Brian. Brian, as we say, man, welcome to the Judge family. I appreciate your support, as well as support from all the other patrons out there. Thank you for all the love and support. We always have a blast. We have some fun happy hours planned for our patron community as well. And we're going to kick off going into the new year with a bang. Cool? All right. Cheers to Brian, as well as all my other patrons and subscribers. Thank you all. All right. So let me go ahead and give you top 10 whiskeys to hunt for in November and December. And of course, I'll end it with a nice little asterisk. Cool? All right. So these are not in order. So number 1, 2XO Gem of Kentucky. One of the newest top of the line products from the 2XO lineup. I will say I reviewed the 2XO, the Tribute Blend, and I was flat out impressed. Great bottle of whiskey. Really enjoyed it. So this new 2XO Gem of Kentucky is supposed to be like their top of the line product. From a price standpoint, it's also top of the line as well. It's about $130, so definitely a little bit more expensive, depending on where you live, of course. A little bit expensive, unfortunately, but it is supposed to be the top of the line product from the 2XO brand. That's number 1. Number 2, this brand right here, Bardstown Bourbon Company, Discovery Series number 11. Yes, Disco 11, it is out. I saw it myself. I actually need to go back to my store and grab it. I've already bought way too many other bottles, so had to make sure I have a reason to go back and buy another bottle of whiskey. So Discovery Series number 11, it is out. All right, number 3, Barrel Bourbon New Year 2024. Each and every year, typically in December, Barrel gets ready for for the next year rather, and in this case they always put out a new expression. They call it the Barrel Bourbon of the New Year. So in this case it's the Barrel Bourbon of 2024. Really looking forward to seeing that one on the shelf, and hopefully I can grab it and review it on the channel. All right, up next we have George Dickel aged 18 years. Yes, George Dickel aged 18 years. So I know George Dickel is one where, you know, it's Tennessee whiskey, and it has been known to have like those notes, like those medicinal cherry notes. So depending on whether or not if you are a fan of a George Dickel will depend on whether or not you should pick up this bottle. But up next, George Dickel, aged 18 years. That's hitting the shelves in the late November, December timeframe. So if you're a big fan of George Dickel 18, you may want to go ahead and grab this bottle. Coming in the number 5 spot. Wow, I am impressed with this brand. Hard Truth Rye Whiskey. But this is actually a finished expression. So Hard Truth Rye Whiskey, but they're doing 4 unique finished whiskeys. What are they, Judge? All right, number 1, brandy. Number 2, sherry. Number 3, a French oak / cognac kind of combined finish. And last but not least, their 4th finished expression from a rye whiskey standpoint is the Sauternes, the white wine. So coming in number 5 spot, Hard Truth Rye Whiskey with 4 brand new finished expressions. I'm excited for Hard Truth. Definitely a big fan of that brand. All right, let's keep it moving. The number 6 spot. So this is a brand I think they've actually been doing a lot of really cool, interesting things lately, and I've been very impressed. This one sounds very interesting, but I'm willing to try it. This is a New Riff, their Winter Whiskey. So it's essentially bourbon made with malted oak and chocolate malt. Sounds very unique, but I'm open to at least trying it. At least at a bar. Definitely open to trying it at least at a bar. We shall see. All right, real quick, before I dive into number 7 through 10 plus the asterisk, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know of all the ones I mentioned today, which one are you definitely hunting for? And last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Fair? Cheers. Whew. Delicious. All right. Number 7, Old Overholt 10-year cask strength rye whiskey. Yes, Old Overholt 10-year rye cask strength rye whiskey. Big fan of the Old Overholt brand itself. Really looking forward to trying this 10-year. We shall see. It's on my list. Hopefully it's on yours as well. All right, number 8. So I had a different version from this brand. I had a honey finish, and I was definitely impressed with it. So this is Redline, their bottled and bond expression. So really excited to try this Redline bottled and bond. Again, previously, I think it was like early this year or even late last year, I bought a bottle of their honey finish, and I was definitely impressed. It was really good whiskey. So I'm open to trying this Redline new bottled and bond expression. So I'll be on the lookout for it. Number 9. Oh man, fancy, beautiful bottle. We all love it. We know we do, right? Everyone knows we all love this bottle. Everyone does. I don't care what you say. This is Old Fitzgerald, the 8-year-old bottled and bond. So Old Fitzgerald 8-year bottled and bond, coming from Heaven Hill. Beautiful crystal decanter. I mean, that's like that bottle is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And the whiskey is typically pretty darn special as well. So that's Old Fitz 8-year bottled and bond. All right, that's in the number 9 spot. Coming in the number 10 spot, last but not least, before we get to the asterisk. Ready for the drum roll? All right, the number 10 spot, High West, the Prisoner Share. So High West, the Prisoner Share. This one you can actually get online, which is pretty cool. Makes the whole hunting a little bit that much easier, if you will. You don't have to leave the comfort of your own house. That by itself is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, from a price standpoint, this one is up there. So make sure you're a big High West fan. Maybe a friend of yours has a bottle. You can try it, get a sample from a friend before you buy it yourself. But the new High West, the Prisoner Share, is the number 10 whiskey to hunt for in November and December of 2023. All right. So, Judge, what is the asterisk and why? This one should be pretty self-explanatory. So the asterisk is, the reason why it's the asterisk is because they are just so hard to find. You typically have to either enter a lottery, have a fantastic relationship with like a store manager, or just honestly just be at the right place in the right time. That never really happens to me on the norm, but hey, you might have better luck than myself. But the asterisk coming in the number, well, I guess the asterisk is the whole Pappy collection. No matter if it's a 10, 12, 15, 20, or 23. Again, more than likely you need to win a lottery. You need to have a great connection. But no, all jokes aside, super hard to get Pappy, honestly. I mean, that's the asterisk because it's just so hard to get. My personal opinion, focus on numbers 1 through 10. You have a much better chance of finding one of those than you would the Pappy. Hey folks, until the next time, peace, cheers, and most important, salute. Take care. See you later.